Deck building roguelikes wouldn't be the same without Slay the Spire, and now Slay the Spire 2 is finally here. New characters, new mechanics, and some massive changes to the formula, so let's break down everything we know so far. If you're excited about Slay the Spire 2 like I am, consider subscribing because we will definitely be covering more of it. Let's get into it. I am a hardcore silent player and my favorite deck to build is the Poison deck, but one of the new characters in Slay the Spire 2 really stole my soul, and that was the Necrobinder. The Necrobinder is a sassy lich who was once part of the Spire's forgotten history. The Necrobinder has a companion named Asti who will take any damage that is not blocked by you. So the order sequence would be you block, then Asti, and then any damage remaining would be taken by you again. So you can see how this little guy would be extra helpful in terms of helping you with block, but note that you need to use your cards to beef him up, to have more HP to be a better support for you.
This character also introduces Doom, which is a death mark mechanic. This will execute enemies whose HP is at or below the Doom stat. The trade-off is that you have to wait till the end of the enemy's turn, but in order for this to be effective, you have to make sure your block is high enough to help you survive until your Doom comes into effect.
My two favorite cards right now would be Bury and High Five. Osty's just my little guy and I love him so much. Then you have the Regent. And this royal is bored in outer space and wants to explore new planets, ending up at the Spire. I love this character's design, but I feel so bad for the little creatures carrying his throne around, wiping their brow of sweat. With the Regent, you have an additional resource to manage called Stars. Cards will cost both stars and regular energy, so you'll need to build your deck to have enough of both resources in order to play effectively. My favorite card names for the region have to be Monologue, Know Thy Place, and the card Summon Forth, which allows you to bring a card into your hand called Summon Blade, and it's super cool and awesome. I promise you should check it out. New to this game, after each run, you find yourself in what's called the Epoch. You gain more knowledge and lore about each of the players and the Spire itself. The art is fantastic. I love how they go from a hand-drawn crayon look to a super detailed art style. I'm looking forward to learning more as I play through. Let's talk about co-op mechanics. I was super excited when I heard that co-op was available for this game. I love how they implemented it. There's a super new fun feature where you can draw on the map to talk about where you want to go. There is a voting system if players choose different paths, and it's randomly selected which path you go to. Your money, relics, and your potions are all yours, but you have the ability to share potions with your party as you're going through the Spire. When you come across events, they are all the same for all players. However, everyone gets to make their own choice, so you don't have to agree on how to complete the event. And my most favorite thing is that there are multiplayer specific cards in order to boost team members by giving them additional energy orbs so they can play more cards in the round. I love how this game encourages communication amongst players. For example, when somebody has a weak or vulnerable card to apply first, or a potion that they want to throw in order to help with the fight, most of the time it makes more sense to apply vulnerable or weak at the beginning of the fight, as long as you're communicating with your other players and know what cards they have in their deck. Here are my final thoughts. For an early access release, this game is already super fleshed out and has so much content right off the bat. Overall, I'm biased because I already love this series. However, the details at the rest sites, the card art, the added lore, and the co-op mode has really leveled up this game for me. Thank you so much for watching. Do you think Slay the Spire 2 can actually top the original? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments down below. And let me know if you want a video where I break down my favorite deck builds. If you're already subscribed, this one is for you, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!